Let us learn how to add or subtract polynomials. In doing so, you need to remember that only similar terms can be added or subtracted. The question is, what are similar terms? Similar terms are terms having the same literal coefficients. Example, are 3x squared and negative 5x squared similar? Yes, because the literal coefficients are the same. Looking at the two terms, they have the literal coefficient x squared. Are 5x and 5x squared similar? No, they are not similar because the literal coefficients are not the same. The first literal coefficient is x and the other literal coefficient is x squared. The exponents are different, making them not similar. Are 2x cubed y squared and 3x squared y cubed similar? No, because even if the variables are exactly the same, the exponent of the variables are not the same. So, they are not similar. Lastly, are 4abc and negative 2cab similar? Yes, they are similar because the variables are exactly the same, the exponents of each of the variables are also the same, the only difference is their order. But it doesn't matter how they are arranged, still, they are similar terms. Let's add 3x squared and negative 5x squared. They are similar terms, so we are allowed to add them. To do so, add first the numerical coefficients 3 and negative 5, and then copy the literal coefficient x squared. 3 plus negative 5 following the rule in adding integers equals negative 2. Copy the literal coefficient x squared, so the sum is negative 2x squared. Also, if we are to subtract 3x squared and negative 5x squared, that is 3x squared minus negative 5x squared. Subtract the numerical coefficients 3 minus negative 5 and copy the literal coefficient x squared. 3 minus negative 5 becomes 3 plus 5 following the rule in subtracting integers, so that it becomes 8. The literal coefficient is x squared, so the difference is 8x squared. We will follow rules in adding polynomials. Rule number 1, simply combine similar terms. How do we do it? Add the numerical coefficients and copy the common literal coefficients. If they are not similar, do not combine them. And rule number 2, if there are more than one term to be added, write similar terms in the same column. Let's have some examples. Add 4x minus 3y plus 2z, 5x plus 8y minus 10z, and 12x plus z. There are 3 polynomials to be added, so we write them in vertical form so that it is easier for us to see the similar terms. The first polynomial is 4x minus 3y plus 2z. The second polynomial is 5x plus 8y minus 10z. I wrote it that way because 4x and 5x are similar, so they should be on the same column. Same with negative 3y and 8y. Same also with 2z and negative 10z. Now for the third polynomial, we write 12x under the column with literal coefficient x, and we write plus z under the column with literal coefficient z. We leave a space under column for literal coefficient y because you do not see any term with that literal coefficient. Let us add 4x plus 5x plus 12x equals 21x. Negative 3y plus 8y equals 5y. 2z plus negative 10z is negative 8z. We don't see a constant beside z, but it means that the constant is 1. Negative 8 plus 1 equals negative 7z. Look at the operations. Since 5 is positive, the positive sign is changed to a plus sign. Since 7 is negative, the negative sign becomes a minus sign. So the sum is 21x plus 5y minus 7z. Another example. 13a raised to 4 minus 28 cubed plus 15a minus 10 and negative 10a squared minus 8a raised to 4 minus 15a plus 10. Let's add. Negative 10a squared. You do not see any term similar to that term, so you write it on a space, not on the same column with any other terms. Negative 8a raised to 4 is similar with 13a raised to 4. Negative 15a is similar with positive 15a. Positive 10 is similar with negative 10. Now that they are arranged properly, let us now add 13a raised to 4 plus negative 8a raised to 4 is 5a raised to 4. Bring down negative 20a cubed. Bring down negative 10a squared. 15a plus negative 15a is just 0. No need to write the variable a. Negative 10 plus 10 is also 0. But we can write it now as 5a raised to 4 minus 20a cubed minus 10a squared. Also follow rules in subtracting polynomials. Rule number 1, change the sign of the terms of the subtrahend. And rule number 2, proceed to the addition rule. Let's have some examples. Subtract 5x squared minus 13x plus 25 and negative x squared plus 12x minus 18. Arrange them vertically. We have the first polynomial minus the second polynomial, negative x squared plus 12x minus 18. To get the difference, copy the first polynomial 5x squared minus 13x plus 25. Minus sign will now be changed to a plus sign, and the subtrahend will be changed to its opposite. So that negative x squared becomes positive x squared, plus 12x becomes minus 12x, minus 18 becomes plus 18. After doing that, we can now proceed to addition. 5x squared plus x squared is 6x squared. Negative 13x plus negative 12x is negative 25x. That becomes now a minus sign. 25 plus 18 equals 43. Since that's positive, that's a plus sign. So the difference is 6x squared minus 25x plus 43. Let's try another example. 13x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 8 and 7x cubed plus 6x plus 9. To subtract, arrange them vertically. You need to remember that you need to align terms that are similar on the same column. So that the first polynomial is just copied. Minus sign becomes a plus sign, and get the opposite of the second polynomial. Positive 7x cubed becomes negative 7x cubed, plus 6x becomes minus 6x, plus 9 becomes minus 9. Proceed to addition. 13x cubed plus negative 7x cubed is 6x cubed. Bring down negative 5x squared. 2x plus negative 6x is negative 4x. Negative 8 plus negative 9 equals negative 17. So the difference is 6x cubed minus 5x squared minus 4x minus. Examples, let us now try to answer the following. Add or subtract the following polynomials. Let's check your answers. Number 1. 4a plus 7a, they are similar, so add the numerical coefficients. 4 plus 7 equals 11. Copy the literal coefficient a, so the sum is 11a. Number 2. Negative 5m plus negative m plus 12m. All terms are similar, so we can add the numerical coefficients. Negative 5 plus negative 1 plus 12. Negative 5 plus negative 1 is negative 6 plus 12. Copy the literal coefficient m. So the final sum is 6m. Number 3. 7ab minus negative ab. We can subtract the numerical coefficients because they are similar. So that's 7 minus negative 1. The literal coefficient is ab. 7 minus negative 1 is 8. So the final difference is 8ab. Number 4. Negative x minus y minus x minus y. Since this is subtraction, we copied the first polynomial, negative x minus y. Change minus sign to plus sign. Get the opposite of x minus y. That becomes negative x plus y. Add. Negative x plus negative x is negative 2x. Negative y plus y is 0. We rewrite it as negative 2x. Number 5. 11f plus 8 minus 3f minus 3. That's subtraction, so copy the first polynomial. Minus becomes plus. 3f becomes negative 3f. And minus 3 becomes plus 3. Add. 11f plus negative 3f equals 8f, and 8 plus 3 equals 11. So the difference is 8f plus 11. 4f plus g plus negative 2g. Not all terms are similar, and the only terms that you can combine are 8g and negative 2g. So that becomes 4f plus 8 plus negative 2g. 8 plus negative 2 is 6, so the final sum is 4f plus 6g. Next, 5xy plus 7y plus 3y. Not all terms are again similar because the only terms that we can combine are 7y and 3y. 7 plus 3 equals 10, so the final sum is 5xy plus 10y. Number 8, negative 4a minus 6a. So we subtract the literal coefficients, negative 4 minus 6, that is negative 10. Copy the literal coefficient a, so the final difference is negative 10a. 9. 4x plus 10xy minus 2x plus 4xy. Copy the first polynomial, minus becomes plus. 2x plus 4xy becomes negative 2x minus 4xy. Add. The result is 2x plus 6xy. And lastly, number 10, 3x plus 4y minus 9 plus x minus 4y minus 5. That's addition, so we just add. 3x plus x is 4x. 4y plus negative 4y is 0. Negative 9 plus negative 5 is negative 14. Or you can write it as 4x minus 14.